make sure that she is ready at the start line. So Jina Rogers of Elizabeth City Rowing Club to the start line for this E final against Sarasota Scullers, Kaylee Tafini. And she's at the line.
Yep.
And we have a clean start for Kaylee Tafini of Sarasota Scullers there in lane 1 and Elizabeth City's Jina Rogers, lane 2.
And now they're both off trying to maintain, get on that seat there. Having a little trouble bobble there, but now she is off. That is going to be your Sarasota Scullers.
That's going to be Elizabeth City.
Jina Rogers, yep, sorry.
Yeah,
Elizabeth
so
City, Jina Rogers.
If you hear us stumbling it over our words a little bit, sometimes that's because these athletes can select their lanes, and we have our initial printout of heat sheets, but the athletes have the opportunity, if they finished higher in the time trial, to select their preferred lane. So that is what occurred here. So we've got Kaylee Tafini of Sarasota Scullers over in lane 1 and then Jina Rogers in lane 2, both approaching that middle buoy, that's at 170 meters on their way out to that final 250-meter buoy.
Absolutely, and it looks like that is going to be, again, your Sarasota Scullers, Kaylee Tafini, seems to be the first one that's going to get to that third pylon. First, followed shortly behind, again, Sarasota or Elizabeth City, Jina Rogers. And there we are. Looks like that tide is kind of taking them out a little bit towards that starboard side. So it's a pretty wide turn for that third and final buoy there, but coming straight on back, looks like they have now completed their 180 turn here. That is going to be your Sarasota Scullers, Kaylee Tafini.
Jina Rogers finishing in a 9th place position out of the time trial with a time of 4 minutes, 40 seconds, and just a second and a half behind her was Kaylee. So this could be tight here at the end. Maybe there's one of these athletes has a pretty good kick, a good sprint. And again, I feel like the waves, the way that they're coming towards shore, once we cross that 170-meter buoy and to the 885-meter buoy, athletes are kind of cruising, hitting a consistent speed, but then the waves pick up in that final 85 meters, and if they hit the right spacing between the waves, they can ride and literally be pushed and use the water, use the wind to really careen them towards the beach.
Honestly, it feels great. You'll know when you would hit a wave. I mean, it's almost like being a very fast 8. It'll be quick, it'll be light, and your oars are in the water. You just have to, again, be able to ride it. Again, work smarter, not harder. And that's exactly what it looks like with Sarasota Scullers, Kaylee Tafini, as she reaches the beach sprint. Reaches the beach sprints first with the dismount on her feet around the pylon, and she's going to kick those legs all the way to the finish.
Great job, Kaylee, making up that time. So inverting to place 9th in the country in the women's youth singles. Now we're seeing Gina Rogers, 5 strokes from the line or from the water line.
Now we'll see that transition between Gina Rogers as she gets out, gets on her feet, goes around the pylon, and she finishes this final at the first 2025 U.S. Rowing Youth Beach National Championships.
That's your top 10. These are your top 10 women's youth singles in the U.S. in beach sprints.